The scene opens with the sound of crying coming from a bridge. Someone appears to be in distress, raising concerns about their well-being and mental state. We meet Chasca, who explains that the crying person is Coer, a member of the Flowerfeather Clan. Chasca was sent by Alpa to watch over Coer, who is going through a difficult time but is expected to recover due to her warrior spirit. The Flowerfeather Clan has an elite flying squad of Couser riders. To join, candidates must pass rigorous trials and gain approval from the Couser creatures themselves. Coer recently failed her attempt despite years of training. Those who give up on flying dreams are called the Wingless, but they remain valued tribe members. The tribe has a saying about treasuring everyone like Couser treasure their feathers. All warriors carry the tribe's future, especially after the recent war. Coer's confidence is severely shaken, evidenced by her poor whistling attempts to summon Couser. The proud Couser creatures won't respond to weak calls, creating a vicious cycle that could lead to her becoming wingless. A Couser surprisingly appears, giving Coer renewed hope. She excitedly plans to practice various flying maneuvers, but the creature is called away before she can begin training. Elder Alpa arrives with news that the flying trials will be redone due to discovered arena issues that likely affected candidate performance. This brings new hope to those who previously failed. It is revealed that the earlier Couser appearance was orchestrated to help boost Coer's confidence. Chasca recognizes this, but agrees to keep it secret, believing it helped resolve Coer's internal conflict. The scene shifts to showing daily life in the tribe, including young warriors in combat training. The Flowerfeather Clan maintains their martial traditions from their history as elite troops of Natland. The story continues with revelations about Chasca's background. She was exposed to abyssal energy as a child and abandoned by her birth parents. Wild Couser raised her until tribe riders found her, though she remains somewhat feral, preferring Couser company to humans. A young woman had gone through a difficult period, dealing with exposure to the abyss, which caused internal conflicts. While the situation has improved and she appears more stable now, there are concerns about her avoiding medical checkups, likely to prevent others from worrying about her condition. The medical checkups revealed concerning new injuries unrelated to the abyss. Without Quichi around anymore to watch over her, she has become increasingly reckless, possibly trying to compensate for the loss. There are deep concerns about losing another daughter due to this dangerous behavior. Looking back at earlier times, a once feral child was brought back to the tribe and taken in by Cusco's family. Despite initial struggles adapting to civilization and clashing with others, this individual grew to become the Flowerfeather Clan's strongest warrior and renowned peacemaker. The tribe values strength beyond just physical prowess. Despite past adventures and injuries in the Cinder City, leadership roles were earned through experience and determination, rather than fighting ability alone. This demonstrates how different forms of strength can lead to success. During a gathering with refreshments, urgent matters arose regarding visiting merchants and incomplete inspections of the retrial arena. Various Wingless members were identified, including Pisha managing balloon targets, Wasa playing games, and Junin observing the Syndra city. Some former warriors have accepted their Wingless status, finding fulfillment in alternative pursuits, like operating hot air balloons. Not everyone can return to the sky after becoming wingless, but finding joy in new passions can be equally meaningful. The relationship between riders and Kekasa requires strict standards for safety reasons. Taking to the skies with human passengers demands high qualification levels, as mistakes can endanger both rider and Kekasa. This leads to necessary rejections of those who don't meet standards. A touching moment occurs when friends encourage each other to try the flying trials again. Despite past failures, the support between companions shows how positive relationships can help overcome self-doubt and inspire new attempts at challenging goals. The trial arena faces issues with blockages caused by abyss invasions and ley line disorders. These obstacles prevent proper gaseous flow and require careful inspection and creative solutions to resolve the situation. A plan is devised to clear blockages using special bombs transported via hot air balloons, requiring precise timing and coordination. The technical challenge demonstrates the innovative approaches needed to maintain the trial arena. After completing maintenance work at an arena, preparations are being made for upcoming trials. The gaseous list needs to be replenished before proceeding. A test flight is requested to ensure everything is working properly and to check for any potential hazards, despite the slightly unstable conditions in the area. During a test flight demonstration, an emergency situation arises when members of the Flowerfeather Clan request help. A group of merchants were attacked by a Couser while transporting valuable fists and wings. Elder Allah arrives to assist, but the creature has already fled. The merchants are invited back to the tribe to discuss potential business collaboration. The fist and wings technology is showcased at the flying trials, allowing people to fly independently without needing a Couser. This revolutionary invention could enhance mobility and emergency response capabilities. However, debate emerges about whether this should count as passing the traditional flying trials, which typically involve partnering with Sauron companions. A dramatic revelation occurs when the aggressive Couser returns. It is revealed to be Coya, Chasca's sister. They grew up together until Chasca was sent to live with humans. Their relationship became strained as Chasca adapted to human life, leading to Coya's eventual departure and refusal to maintain contact. The introduction of fist and wings creates tension within the tribe. Some members question the continued need for Couser partnerships, while others defend their importance. This conflict mirrors historical tensions from the Cinder City, where hatred of Saurians nearly destroyed peace. Elder Allah tasks Chasca with investigating the situation and restoring tribal harmony. The story opens with memories of childhood adventures involving daring aerial maneuvers between tree platforms. These playful but dangerous activities involve jumping from treetops and being caught mid-air, showcasing an early comfort with heights and flying. A reunion occurs with Mama Bird named Chim, who is introduced to some visitors. While there are some language barriers, communication happens through sounds, body language, and expressions, with about 90% accuracy in understanding each other. The conversation reveals growing concerns about Coya's recent aggressive behavior towards humans. The group arrives at a remote location, staying hidden while initial contact is made with Coya. The situation turns out to be more complex than expected, as evidence suggests Coya was actually a victim of a human attack. The devastating revelation comes that Coya's child, Chim, was kidnapped by attackers who came from across the sea. A confrontation occurs involving malfunctioning equipment that puts everyone in danger. The situation becomes critical as the device threatens to explode near injured individuals, requiring quick thinking and elemental energy to suppress the immediate threat. The truth about a mysterious figure named Tuol emerges. He operates through intermediaries, always wearing a mask, and is behind the operation to capture wild Casa. The captured creatures are being used to power flying devices called fistan wings through a process involving gaseous fiston extraction. Elder Alpa provides crucial background information about Tuol, revealing he was an outsider who once attempted to join the flying trials but failed to gain approval. Originally from the Children of Echoes, his failure to achieve his dream of flying might explain his current actions. The investigation leads to Shilin, who provides additional context about Tuol's past attempts at creating flying machines. These early experiments were dangerous and unsuccessful, often resulting in workshop explosions. The search then leads to Tuol's mother, Puma. A tense meeting with Puma reveals deep family rifts. She has disowned Tuol, who is obsessed with reaching the sky and spoke of building a workshop there. His absence at his father's funeral marked a final breaking point in family relations. A notebook left behind becomes the only remaining lead. The investigation concludes with the discovery that Tuol might have actually succeeded in building a sky workshop, possibly hidden above the clouds. This explains why it has been impossible to locate. However, reaching such heights poses a significant challenge, requiring special equipment that Tuol likely possesses. While searching for an alternative solution to reach a high-altitude location, the group decides to consult with Elder Ala and Muta, known for their flying expertise. The situation seems challenging as the location is beyond normal flying capabilities. Upon returning, tensions in the tribe are high regarding arrested merchants and the flying squad. The investigation has led to discovering a crucial relic located in a nearly inaccessible airborne workshop above the arena, connected to the mysterious Tuol. A risky plan emerges to reach the workshop by manipulating the arena's gas spouts. By blocking all spouts except one, they can create a powerful updraft to reach the previously unreachable height. The team decides to consult with Inak about implementing this strategy. The group opts for a quick solution to block the spouts using solid fiston. They discover that hitting multiple weak points simultaneously will cause the structure to collapse and effectively block the spouts. This rough but efficient approach seems promising. Coya, who had been secretly following the group, helps transport them upward. The high-speed flight proves successful, though slightly nauseating. They discover a heavily modified hot air balloon with custom machinery from the Cinder City. In the workshop, they find evidence of mass production plans and imprisoned Couser being drained of fistan. Research logs reveal a progressive timeline of experiments and collaborations, showing increasingly concerning methods of fistan extraction. Additional logs unveil Tuol's vision of democratizing flight through technology, aiming to create a world where everyone could access the skies. However, this idealistic goal came at the cost of harming countless Couser, raising serious ethical concerns. Further investigation reveals darker aspects of the operation, including secret experiments and a tragic accident that led to multiple deaths. The project then shifted focus entirely to extracting fiston from live Couser, moving operations closer to the Flowerfeather Clan. A discovered letter reveals Tuol's complex family history, including his relationship with Puma, his stepmother. The evidence suggests Tuol had already passed away, and the current operations were being continued by others in his name. A tense confrontation takes place where someone discusses their vision of a world where everyone can share the skies through the use of fistan wings. They argue this would prevent future tragedies and losses, suggesting it as a path toward greater aerial capabilities for humanity. The speaker defends causing conflict, comparing it to a mother giving bitter medicine to a child, temporary discomfort for long-term benefit. They insist the fistan wings represent progress and that people will eventually accept the controversial source of refined fistan. The debate intensifies around whether peace can be achieved through force. One side argues for human dominance, while the other emphasizes the importance of maintaining bonds between humans and Saurians, comparing breaking these bonds to self-harm. The situation escalates when it's revealed someone has taken control of the tribe and placed a hostage in an extraction cage. This was done to force compliance and stall for time while consolidating power rather than genuine negotiation. A battle breaks out involving a dangerous relic that becomes unstable, threatening to destroy the entire workshop. The situation becomes increasingly dire as the relic's power grows more uncontrollable. A risky plan is proposed to fly the unstable relic high into the sky to save the tribe. Despite protests about trusting someone deemed unworthy, the plan proceeds with the goal of reaching a safe distance before detonation. The plan succeeds but results in injuries. The aftermath leads to discussions about trust and bonds between different groups, with the aggressor finally yielding after seeing true strength demonstrated. The situation settles as injured parties recover. Family dynamics come into focus with discussions about reckless behavior and missed connections. A peacemaker struggles to initiate reconciliation with family members. The workshop is largely dismantled, with a small section converted into a prison for the instigators. The tribe begins recovery, and attention turns to resolving remaining personal conflicts and rebuilding relationships.